Hi, welcome to another FSD Beta video. This is actually 10.1, just received earlier this morning, here morning at the East Coast. And this is an exciting kind of update. We have a couple of things here. One is, it's the version that allegedly is going to go out to the wider beta group. So just 2 days ago or so, the safety score thing went live, so everybody who wants can now get into the queue to get FSD Beta, which is actually exciting and great. Second thing is that with 10.1 there was a tweet from Elon at some point in the past saying that this is single stack. So we'll see, you know, not sure how much we can see on single stack, but okay. This was actually the first kind of thing that I wanted to see how it's doing in 10.0.1, the previous version. This turn, it started to kind of go into the oncoming lane, and it didn't do that. So can count it as an improvement. I mean, it went worse. If you look at one of my previous videos, I'm going to put a link up in the corner here. You can see that it's all of a sudden started to swerve into oncoming lane, so this didn't happen this time, so that's good. Yeah, single stack. So, you know, it's kind of hard to tell, you know, what is really the visible thing, and, you know, is there any kind of look and feel improvement. And just gotta check here. There's a car coming, so my car is waiting. But the car decided to turn actually left, so we're good. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna see. I'm gonna do a little highway stretch here on this drive, and let's see if there is anything visible or noticeable that will kind of indicate that the single stack will be coming. Yeah, I'm curious to see that. So I actually, you know, these kind of code base merges from major pieces of software, it's always a little bit tricky, you know, so things can get delayed and everything, so we'll see. Coming back to the FSD Beta safety score thing, so yeah, it's actually exciting that, you know, we're looking at adding more people, because more people means more data. There's also this little aspect of concern, because the software is actually capable of doing very advanced maneuvers. You really have to pay attention, and I think if you look at my last video, for example, you know, again coming back to that example where the car started to swerve into the oncoming lane, which it never did before, it's really important that, you know, you pay attention all the time. You expect the unexpected, even for things that worked 100 times in the past. They can really go haywire, and I don't want to say much more to that part, but what I want to say is that one of the other beta testers, Chuck Cook, has put out a great video on kind of, you know, what to expect, kind of an introduction, and I'm going to put a link to that video into the description of my video here. Highly recommend checking that out. And he did an absolutely awesome job there. Yeah, I see the swerve here still there. Absolute perfect job there describing and hinting at some of the important aspects. So we're a couple of minutes into this drive. So far you saw that little swerve. It actually doesn't change lanes in the intersection anymore, so that's good. It kind of felt like he wanted to do it, and last second decided, oh, not a good idea, probably shouldn't do that. Yeah, that's not good. So it was actually choosing the left turn lane here. I'm going to report that. Has been choosing the left turn only lane here. Again, this is kind of a confusing intersection, but shouldn't have chosen that one. It was okay, I let it do its thing. There wasn't a lot of cars around, but yeah. So not improved there. It actually, in the past, on that intersection, it sometimes did the right thing, sometimes did not. So this is now an example of where it did not do the right thing. Another thing that there was a tweet from Elon about was that 10.1 supposedly is able to kind of back out from dangerous situations when it's creeping too wide into an intersection. Gonna be hard to find out whether that's in the release or not, and to be honest, I'm also not so sure, you know, if that's really something that that has been added or will be added that way, because it just, you know, poses a ton of questions. Like, you know, how do you make sure? I mean, the car can make sure that there's clearance if there's not a car behind you, but as a tester, you know, you would really have to kind of pay attention to you know, what's going on behind you if you're at an intersection. Will the car, if it does such a maneuver, will it be in reverse or drive after this, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, merge onto the highway. This has never been the problem since version 10. It's actually been doing great, and also now here did an okay job. There is no traffic, or almost no traffic, so not too difficult of a situation. And at least the visualization, difficult word, doesn't change from previous builds. So we still switch from the car's mind view on FSD Beta to the production visualization, it looks like, or at least the same version as we had before. So there's going to be a short stretch here on the highway for about 2 exits. It's 6:40 a.m. so there's not too much traffic on a Sunday morning. So we'll see how this goes. off the highway here. Pretty uneventful, but it was a very, very simple setup, so, you know, almost no traffic. I'm looking at the visualizations here. Also, I don't see much change. You can see here the lines pretty jittery, I guess representing some kind of uncertainty here, not sure. But they're jumping around quite a bit. So also there on the first side, nothing new. Coming in hot here in this turn, but it's okay. One thing I'm noticing now, you can see the high beams, it's turning on and off. It's not that dark anymore now, so I personally wouldn't use them. I don't know why the system seems to use them. Maybe just, you know, to be on the safer side. As long as you don't, you know, blind anyone, it's okay. Okay, it seemed to have slowed down for this bump now. I'm not entirely sure if that's because of the stop sign or if it really was due to the bump. But okay, that's the end of this test route. I'm just going to move here to the side a little bit. All right, so initial impression, doesn't feel like much has changed. The navigate on autopilot part, well, it was not too challenging. So, but it, at least visually, nothing has changed. No indication of kind of a single stack or a combination. The merging, as mentioned, has been good in previous versions already. Didn't have automatic lane change or anything on this one, so doesn't look and feel, doesn't give any indication of kind of a single stack thing. What I can say is that the turns and especially the speed modulation seems to have improved a little bit. So it feels like when it goes to a stop, it doesn't take as long to make its decision. And when it comes out of a stop, it doesn't accelerate as hard as it used to do in previous versions. So feels more comfortable. It's still on the, I wouldn't say aggressive, but on the faster side, on the confident side, which is good. I like that. In previous versions, it really sometimes was too much, and I haven't seen that so far. And here my GoPro decided to stop recording audio for whatever reason, so I'm going to finish this with a voiceover here. So yeah, this is the end of the first impressions drive. As always, very high level, of course, given the amount of time and the driving that I've done so far. There will be more coming up in the next couple of days, so if you're interested in seeing that, please consider subscribing, hit that notification bell to get immediate notification when these videos go live. And as always, if you have questions or any comments, any feedback, feel free to leave them below. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.